Good evening, everyone. It's time to start tonight's online unfranchised business presentation. Very excited to have all of you here this evening. Thanks for taking some time to spend with us and learn about our unfranchised business. My name is Jim Winkler, and I've been with the company since 1997 as an unfranchised owner. I actually started the business on I actually started as a customer, to give you an idea, as we talk about the business and of some of our nutritional products, and had some great results, especially this time of the year. If anyone out there is suffering from allergies, we have a tremendous product called OPC3, which I had some fantastic results with. And from there became a customer for about 7 months, ended up taking a look at the business. Didn't really understand everything right away. I was busy. I was a vice president of a corporation. I was traveling a lot, but eventually took a look at this. And when I did and got started, I fell in love with the process of what we do. And I hope you enjoy this evening. I hope you learn a little bit about our business, a little bit about how to save money online, about some great exclusive products, and how to make some great money on a part-time basis, whether that be some extra money or something that eventually could go on to a full-time basis for you. After I started, after about 6 months, I actually left my corporate position I'd worked 12 years to get to, went full-time with my own unfranchised business, started growing it from there. In 2004, I joined forces with my wife, Lisa, who was one of my customers prior to this, as she would say, my best customer. And then together we've gone on to build a business that's now paid us in excess of $7.5 million in commissions over the last 19 years. And 5 years ago, I accepted a position with the company as their vice president of sales and marketing. So with that being said, that's our background. We live in Wisconsin, and we're going to go through and now share with you exactly everything I guess we know about the business. And as I start off, I think what I'd like to do is I'd like to take you online and show you a little bit about how our shop.com site works. So let me do that. I'm going to do it live if that works out. And let's take a look at our shop.com site so you can get a little bit of some information on that, because that's a big part of our business. It's almost 6 years ago that we purchased our shop.com site as a company. We purchased the company shop.com. And what has happened from there is it's continued to grow. We currently have over 3,500 stores on shop.com. We have in excess of 50 million products on shop.com. And let me explain what I mean by that. As an example, if we went to Kohl's.com right here, and if I click that to go to it, it'll pull up and it'll show me that at Kohl's.com I can get 2% cash back and 4% IBV. Now, IBV stands for commissions, so 4% commissions on it, or points towards commissions. If I click Go to the Store, it takes me to Kohl's. As I get to Kohl's, what you'll notice is there's a tracking mechanism up here, which now tracks to let you know that it went back to your shop.com business. Over here, you see something called Shop Buddy. And what Shop Buddy does is Shop Buddy makes sure you get credit on where you're shopping. It also makes sure that you get the best deals. You know how you go online and you look for some of the best deals you can find? Well, we pre-populate those onto Shop Buddy, and that way you can actually just click, like I could click right there, and that code is now copied, and when I check out, I could put it right in there. Now, before we started, I went in and I put Kohl's in, and so you can see this is Kohl's regular site. This was Kohl's going through shop.com. So no difference, exact same site. That's the first thing I always want people to understand. The second thing that I want you to understand as you look at it is here there's no tracking. So you wouldn't get paid if you just went to Kohl's. But again, because I have Shop Buddy download, I can go over, I can click Earn Cashback Now. What's going to happen is it pops up. There's a Shop Buddy. Now there's a tracking number in the source, in the address bar right there, and now I would get paid. So why is Shop Buddy so important? If you're a guest, you want to make sure you download this from the site of the person who invited you, because then if you even forget to go to your shop.com site, that will pop up to make sure you get the best deal. So let's jump back here to the home page. And I'll show you a couple other things that I think you'll really enjoy. So we have a company we work with called Raise.com. So if I put in Raise.com, it'll pop up, it'll stack 4% IBV. Again, those are points towards commissions. So if I say go to store, I won't do it this time because I already pre-populated it right there. When I do that, what happens now is, again, I can hit earn cash back for my Shop Buddy. And what happens is now I can go in here, and this is very unique and really something great to our company. And by the way, if you're a new customer, you get $5 off the $75 order. I'll use, well, as an example, I guess I could use Kohl's. We just checked that out, right? So if I do Kohl's and I click on Kohl's, what pops up right now? It says e-gift and it says voucher. So let's say I want to buy a $99, almost $100 voucher. I would get, or e-gift, I'd get 13.4% off on that. So I'd pay $86. Now a voucher can be printed and redeemed in store, or it can be used online, and an e-gift has to be used online only. So they'd give me a code to use to check out with. So what I could do then is I could go back, I could go to my shop.com site, I could now go to Kohl's where I get that 2% and 4%. I could use the voucher I just bought that saved me $13 right off the bat, and I could get paid a second time with it. And if I really want to make this fun, I could use my shop.com credit card, and I could get paid 3 times on one order. And you know, you can do that over and over again. We have dogs, 3 different dogs. I guess I'm overcompensating for allergy, not being able to have dogs in the house when I was younger. Although I think it's more my wife. She would have 4 or 5. We'd have a kennel if I would allow her to. So we go to PetSmart to order. If we go right here, I can get a physical card, $400 card, $80 off. It'd be $319. Now, a physical card, I'd have to, you know, go into the store and use. So maybe I want to get the online card. If I use the online card, I can get an e-gift right here, and the e-gift would give me 10.9% off. I'd save, you know, on one of these that percentage. Then I can go back and go to my shop.com site, and this time maybe I'll search this way so you can see how you do it. Go to stores. I go down, I look for PetSmart, so I'll go to the P's, and as I go down there and I look, you'll see PetSmart coming up right here in a second. There's PetSmart. PetSmart is 4% cash back and 4% commissions. So we've got 2 different ways to get paid. Now, if I didn't want to use PetSmart, I could use Petco, I could use Pet Food Direct, Pet Care RX, Pets Best. As you can see, there's a lot of different ways, a lot of different stores to be able to use. So let's go back here to the main page again. Another thing, you know, a lot of times is people want to do comparison shopping. I know that's a big thing in this day and age, trying to find the best deal on things, right? So I just typed in iPad. I didn't pick any special kind, but let's say I was looking for, let's say I'm looking for this one right here. It says that it's shown by 3 stores. I'll click on it. When I go in, what it does, it takes the 3 stores that offer this product, and it shows me which one gives me the best price. It also shows me which one gives me cash back, and it shows me what gives IBV. Now, in this case, Apple and Best Buy, I don't get any, it doesn't look like much cash back or IBV, where here, I guess I get a little bit of IBV on there. Here on Overstock.com, I get the best almost $10 in cash back, and I get almost 20 IBV, which are those points towards commission. So very quickly it allows me to make an educated decision what I want. Now I'll tell you what I love about the cash back, because a lot of companies have cash back or credit cards have cash back. But when we get to $10, you can have a check sent to you from the company. You can use it on any of our exclusive products or any of our one-cart products. So a lot of times we'll use it right online. And it's an unlimited amount you can earn, so you can earn as much cash back as you can. And then you can also invite friends to the site, even as a customer. To register for the site is free, but you can invite friends so they can learn about it as well. And you actually get a 0.5% cash back when they order online. So again, great ways to be able to use the site. Maybe you like to travel, and we work with Priceline.com, we work with Travelocity, we work with Hotels.com, so that you can generate either those points towards commissions or cash back or both while traveling. We also have our exclusive products, and our exclusive products, the great thing about the exclusive products is I always like to say, you don't need to know everything about every product we have, because we have those available for you to learn right here. And I'll give you an example. Let's say I went to a product called OPC3. It's one of our best-selling products that we have in the company. When I go here, it pops up, and I can click on that. I can decide what size of bottle I'd like to get, a 30 serving or a 90. I can add it to an auto ship program and get 5% off if I'm a customer. I can play a video. I can scroll down and get details on the products, benefits, ingredients, frequently asked questions. I can even go down further. I can see the science behind deals. We've got everything that you would need to learn about the product. And we have recommendations for other products to consider as well. You can email this page to somebody, so if you just wanted to share with somebody about this particular product, you could do that. If you wanted to post something to Facebook, you could do that. It connects directly with your Facebook or Twitter, so you have the ability to do that. So all these things with our exclusive products, including reviews as well. We can even take this, and you can go, and if you were doing a search on Google, so let's say you're looking for wakeboards. For us, summer's coming here in Wisconsin, which means we'll be on the lake. And I can scroll down and I can see different wakeboards, but whenever I see this S here, that means that's a store that my company's partnered with. So why wouldn't I buy from my own stores? It only makes sense. So I don't look at the other ones. I only look where I see the S. And again, that S comes because I've got ShopBuddy downloaded. And ShopBuddy is right here. That's where you go to download. I'd click on it. And it just download it right now. It's a tracker. It just tracks on your site so you can get all the benefits that I've been talking about. Now, another wonderful store to take a look at is called Restaurant.com, and let me show you that one. So if I take Restaurant.com, Restaurant.com gives 8% cash back, 7% IBV. I preloaded it before we started. You can go in here, you can put a zip code in. So I'll put my particular zip code, which is 53508. I'll do a search. When I do the search, and look here, it says spend $20 and receive a $50 freebie for the next time. So there's deals that go on every day with this company, but as I look at it, what it shows is I can get a $25. Now the other day they were running a special. It's 55% off. That meant I could get a $25 certificate for 55% off the $10. So it would have cost me $4.50 to be able to order that $25 gift certificate. You can keep scrolling down, see all the different stores that fall within there, and it's great because a lot of these you probably use. You can put your own zip code in and check it out for yourself. Lisa and I use this all the time because it gives us the ability to save some money when we go out and eat. And why wouldn't you want to do that and save money? Another great area to look at is Groupon. And I know a lot of us use Groupon automatically. And again, today you can see they're running a deal as well. It's a $20 deal day. Select deals for $20. But Groupon is, I believe it's either 3 or 4% commission and 4% cash back. Let's take a look so I can verify that. And if we take a look, it's 3% cash back, 4% commission points. But then with Groupon, again, you get the same savings you always get. Another store a lot of people don't know a lot about is a store called cardpool.com. Great, another great store, another partner store of ours. You can buy gift cards there. Again, sort of like Raise.com, you can get discounted cards that you can save and then come back and use right on your site and get paid 2 times. I mean, look at this, 23% off Applebee's, gas cards, 3% off American Airlines, 25% off Ann Taylor gift. Again, take that and you'll be able to use it right online as well. So all these different things that you do, and I've spent, now about 15 minutes sharing with you our site, and I could spend a lot of time. I just really wanted to give you a very quick overview. But let's now take a look at why are you taking a look at the business. It could be you're looking for some additional income. It could be that you were hoping for a way to reduce some debt. I think all of us could use that, don't you? I don't care who you are. I think it's a great thing to be able to reduce debt. And with the additional income as well, multiple streams of income coming in is very important. Time freedom was my hot button when I started. Early retirement, big thing for a lot of people. And security is really owning your own business. So I think it's important that you do own your own business of some kind. I think, of course, in my opinion, this would be your best choice, but you'll have to make that determination as you view the presentation. Why shop.com? Well, for one thing, we're a financially strong 24-year-old company with 89 consecutive quarters of growth. And that, that's really a big thing to understand. Over 22 years of consecutive growth as a company. It's a proven system with worldwide training and support, meaning that you have the ability to build a business not only nationwide, but you have the ability to build it worldwide, knowing that we have the support system to do that. And you have the ability to convert spending into earning, which to me, that just makes sense. If you're spending the money already, why wouldn't you want to turn it into something that's going to pay you, which can turn it into a business? And when we talk about positioning yourself for success, I think owning your own business is a big part of that. If you can put yourself in front of what's hot in the marketplace, like online or mobile shopping, I think those are big things to take a look at. The shopping annuity is a term that you probably haven't heard, but that goes back to the fact that we're spending money every day already. And if we're spending it like a financial annuity, you need to take a large sum of money. You need to put that money into something, and it'll pay it back over a period of time, and hopefully you earn some money off of that. With a shopping annuity, what we're doing is we're now taking the money you're spending and being able to use that as well. So with that being said, why is that so important? Well, it's important because today when you look at the statistics of what's going on, what you will learn that the average household family earns about $56,000 after taxes. They spend about $51,000. So if you make 56 and you spend 51, that does not leave a lot of room for error. And in fact, a lot of us probably know people who do the opposite. They actually spend 56,000 and they earn 51, and that even gets scarier. And what we did as a company, we took a look and said, okay, what could we realistically take of that $51,000? How much could be redirected right into your business? And after putting in what we call our shoppingannuity.com and taking an assessment, we came back and said the average person could probably put in about $18,750 without a problem and have the ability to redirect that into now their own business. Now, the reason that is such a big thing is because by doing that, you're now turning money spent into money earned. And as a company, what we can do is we can track everything that you do. We can track all the purchases from our partner stores, from our exclusive products. And when you or anyone you lead to shops online, you get 100% credit on those purchases with that IBV or BV, as I've talked about, which can add up to pay commissions and bonuses. So why us again? Well, the company is based out of Greensboro, North Carolina. We're what you call a global product brokerage and internet marketers in one-to-one marketing. And I'll cover each of those terms as we go through the presentation. But what I do want you to notice is the A+ ranking with the Better Business Bureau. I want you to notice that we were the 2013 Torch Award winners, which is given to one business for trust, performance, and integrity. Our Chief Operating Officer, Mark Ashley, is now actually, as of last October 2015, the chairman of the board for the Better Business Bureau out of Central North Carolina. And you just, nowadays people look things up online. I always say, if you're going to go online, go to, because to me, online is like a bathroom wall. Anybody can write what they want, but a business has to be evaluated by the Better Business Bureau, and an A+ ranking is as good as you can get. As a company, we actually produce an annual audited report, even though we don't have to. We're a private company, but you can go in, you can look up the numbers, you can see that we've had almost $6.8 billion in estimated accumulated retail sales, and we've had, out of that 6.8, we've had total unfranchised owner earnings of almost 3.6 billion. So we've paid back over half of what's gone into the company back to those business owners who have helped build the business. And I think that says a tremendous amount about us. We have over 400 people who have earned in excess of $1 million with the company. You're seeing some of the faces of those people right now. And what I love about that is, as you take a look at that, you'll notice it's all ages. It's male, it's female, it's all different races. It's educated, it's uneducated, it's high school, it's multiple advanced degrees. All these people, though, had one thing in common, and what they had in common was a desire for more, either time or more money, and a willingness to work at it and develop it, and the ability to follow us, the ability to create not only an incredible business, but an incredible lifestyle. Here, as you take a look at this, I mean, I don't know everyone's story, but I see Julie Scholl, who was going to college and what was a Pizza Hut waitress at the time, who now has earned in excess of $45,000 in a month. I look at Elizabeth Weber. Elizabeth was worked for a legal firm as a legal secretary. Had tried 9 other companies and had not been able to succeed. But because of the way our company works, she's had great success. Has earned in excess of $125,000 in a 4-week pay cycle. I look at Joanne Shee, who came to the United States and knew 4 people. Yet she has now built a business that earns over $100,000 a month. Some friends of ours, Norm and Mary Roth from Wisconsin, who now live in Phoenix. Norm was a teacher. When I started the business, he was doing this part-time, and he was making over $10,000 a month in his business to supplement his teaching career. Actually got it all the way up to $18,000 a month in his business before he left his full-time teaching career. And there you can see my wife, Lisa, who was a nurse for 15 years, was able to match her income in 1 year with the business, working at part-time, then walk away from that nursing career. So as you take a look at that, I'm very proud of these people, but I'm just as proud of the people who earn, an additional $300 a month with the business, $1,000 a month with the business, $2,000, $3,000 part-time with the business. Those are great things to have as well. As a company, we're what you call a product brokerage company, and what that means is that we don't manufacture the products that we carry. We work with manufacturers to carry those, and they carry them for us on an exclusive basis. And the reason that that's important is because we then have the ability that we don't have to rely solely on the sales of one product or service. What we really can do is we can move in the marketplace to what's hot. In fact, you look at when I started way back in 1997, a lot of the products we have right now we didn't have when we started, and we've identified those products because there was a need for them in the marketplace. We went out and got them, and I really believe that's a excuse me, a big reason why we've had the continued growth we've had, is because we're always looking at what's big on the marketplace. Just like we didn't even have a shopping website when I started, and why did we add it? Because shopping became such a big thing to be able to do online. Same reason we've added so much of that to mobile as well. Some of the categories we work with in our exclusive product lines include our health and nutrition line. And in that health and nutrition line, we carry an isotonic line of products. And that would really be our flagship of our exclusive product line. And that exclusive line, the isotonic line, is a powder-based supplement that you add water to. When you add water to it, it then becomes a liquid that you drink. Great thing is it's great tasting, it's refreshing. I know my biggest fear when I thought of liquid supplements was, is it going to be like gross, like green stuff floating in it and taste horrible? And the truth is, again, these taste great, they're refreshing. Number one product in that line is a product called OPC3 I mentioned earlier. That is what we call a super antioxidant. And a lot of you have heard the term antioxidant. A lot of us think of like a vitamin C as an antioxidant. That's good antioxidant. But OPC3 is about a level of approximately 20 times what a vitamin C would be. So with that being said, who should take OPC3? Well, it's a great product if you breathe. And I say that because it helps fight free radical damage. And it's something I believe everybody should be taking, because probably our top 60 disease processes we have come from free radical damage. And all of us are getting it. So this helps fight against it. We have a wonderful multivitamin product. We have a B complex, which is great for NS. We have a calcium product. And for any of the ladies on the line, your body needs calcium 7 times more than men. We also have a prenatal product. We have a vitamin D. We have over 19 isotonic products to go into. And I won't go into all of them because tonight's giving you an overview, but we also have an entire heart health line of products, because again, in health and nutrition, taking care of your heart is so important. And we have an aloe juice product, which I'm taking right now, and that aloe juice is wonderful for working on things such as your GI tract. Sort of, it's a drink, it's a healthy drink you can take. You can mix it with water, but also wonderful if you're talking a lot, to soothe your throat. So excuse me while I take a drink of my isotonics, or excuse me, my ultimate aloe here. For those of you wondering, I am taking the strawberry kiwi, which is my favorite. So we have multiple herbal products in there too. One of the favorites for my wife is a product called Bliss, and that's because she has to live with me, and it typically can keep her chilled to have to do that, and probably something I should take once in a while as well, because we call it the all-natural chill pill. We also have a weight management line called TLS, which is based on low glycemic index. It's the correct supplement, shakes, understanding what you're taking in, knowing how to read labels, exercise, all put together for a long-term look at providing yourself a healthier solution towards weight management. We have an age management line, because I think all of us at a certain point where we say, boy, if I could slow this down or take better care of myself, I sure would like to. And we have that ability with our Prime Joint, which is great for people who suffer with joint issues or inflammation. We have a line. We also have a line which is called a secretagogue, which helps you produce your own human growth hormone, which helps you produce that in a better format, and a male and a female libido product as well. Going the opposite way, we have our DNA Miracles line. And our DNA Miracles line is a baby and children's care line. And with that baby and children's care line, we have safe, effective, healthy, not only supplements, but other products for our babies and our younger children. We have an entire health professionals line, which is a private label. As you can see, it's white labels with our health and nutrition line. for health professionals that they're able to carry. They get their own website. They actually have special training they go to. That training is such a high level that it can count towards continuing education credits. And so many health professionals today are looking for ways to develop an ancillary income or supplement what they're doing, because so many of their patients or clients are already taking supplements and come to them looking for high quality supplements. We have 4 different lines of skincare, including our Lumiere DV, which is our newest line and probably the most popular line. But we have 4 different lines because we have different lines for different ages, different lines for different skins, oily, dry, young, old, to be able to pick and choose from. And then our Motives by Lauren Reidinger and our Motives for Lala cosmetic line, this has just taken off. It's had incredible growth, in particular over the last couple of years. And anything that our Senior Executive Vice President and owner Lauren Reidinger puts her name on is going to be a top quality product. To give you an example, you go back to August 2013, and Motives had about 1,200 followers on Instagram. Fast forward 2.5 years, we have over 2.4 million followers on Instagram. If you go to Motives Cosmetics. The reason for that is Instagram is a great social media, obviously, for showing pictures. And pictures are great for cosmetics, pictures and short videos. So the popularity of the look of the line has really taken off. We have personal care products, hair care products that I've used for 19 years, like our Royal Spa Chamomile product, our gel, our hairspray, our body wash, and then Fix products to help people correct different things with their hair, solution-oriented products for hair care. We have home and garden products, laundry detergents, fabric softeners, dishwashing crystals. We have pet care products. We have enzyme-based, a global care line that we have, and then an auto care line base of products as well. We do an entertainment division with our Conquer Entertainment division. We do a financial services division with our MA Capital Resources, which is really this is really a GPS for getting you out of debt, is what our financial MA Capital Resources is. And then we have our Internet Services division with our Web Solutions by MA Web Center. So this is a company we work with that we can go out and we can set up appointments with small to medium-sized businesses. We send that lead to the company we work with. They'll actually do a demo of the website. They then have the ability to not only demo the website, but they'll help you close the sale, and you have the ability to earn that retail profit that you can make from there. And that can be substantial. It can be in excess of $500. It can be over $1,500. But a great way, again, to develop a retail base. And of course, I've shared with you shop.com because some of you were jumping on as I was going through it. Again, we have over 3,500 stores we're partnered with. We have over 50 million products online. There's no cost to register as a customer. You get cash back on almost everything you buy. And by referring a friend, you have the ability to earn 0.5% cash back from them. And of course, you want to download Shop Buddy. So I didn't go into all the benefits on Shop, but there's things like the hot deals, the price alerts. You can send an alert to let you know when a product goes to a certain price. There's comparison shopping, mobile. Everything can be done from Shop your phone. Shopping essentials, e-gifts, auto ship. And these are just a few of the stores that are going to pop up that I'm sure you have seen over and over again, and you've been able to probably order from in the past, and now you can order and get paid from through our shop.com site. And as you look at those different categories, I'm sure you're seeing some of the popular names. And for some of the guests, you might be thinking, hey, I've already shopped there in the past. Will now get paid exactly for what you were doing in the past. One of the things, as well as we've done as a company, unfortunately not every individual has had that same success. And when you look at what's called a traditional 45-year plan, and that means going out and starting work at the age of 20, 21, 22, working to 65, 66, 67, what we find if you look at the statistics is that only 5% of that population, 5% of the 100% who start, end up in a position where they're financially fit, meaning that they can retire and not have to worry about money. And Of that 5%, about 74% of them, about 3 out of 4 of them, own their own business. So when I was learning these statistics, I had one thing I wanted to know. What I wanted to know was how do you get there? How do you get in that 5%? And when I heard about the fact that 3 out of 4 of them own their own business. Okay, I want to own my own business, but I don't want to have a business that owns me. And maybe some of you know what I'm talking about. If you've ever had a business that owns you, that means you can't live paid, even though it's yours, and I congratulate you for having it. There's still some sort of chains that are tied down on that. What I definitely didn't want to do was end up in the 95%, and the 95% are the people who are typically working for the 5%. And I always tell people you don't have to believe statistics, but you can believe your own mind. If you took a piece of paper out and you wrote down the 10 wealthiest people you've ever met, I would bet you 7, 8, 9, or 10 out of 10 are business owners. Yet most of us go and we go into work the next day. And, you know, part of the reason that there's a struggle with that 45-year plan is the debt that's out there right now. The average mortgage is $155,000, and I'll tell you, I know some of you are listening to me who have where you live, the mortgage debt is much higher than that. Student loans, average student loan is $32,000, and again, I've come across people with 6-figure loans coming out of school, you know, struggling to get by. Credit card debt, average credit card debt is $16,140, and you know, that's such a high percentage rate that it's hard for people to get out of it. And of course, we think, what do we think as optimists? We think, you know, it's going to get better as we get older. Well, unfortunately, 65% of the people who are age 65 and over, Social Security provides the majority of their income, and that averages out to $1,176. That's almost nothing to be able to take care of what you need to take care of. And if you know your math and you take a look at it, to earn an extra $1,000 a month, if you had an investment of $600,000, earning 2%, that's what would get you an extra $1,000 a month without touching the principal. And, you know, I guess as I share with you the rest of the presentation, I want you to think, would it be easier to save $600,000 to get $1,000 of interest if you could get 2% safe? Would it be easier to build a business like this? So when you look at it, you think, well, what if I had another option? What if I had another way to do things? Well, what we have is a 2 to 3 year plan. And it's a plan to build a foundation for your financial future. You know, 24 years ago, one of the things we did is we took a look at structures. And we looked at the way typical corporations are structured. And when we looked at it, there's typically a boss, an owner. There's typically some people who work for that owner. And there's some people who work for the people who work for the owner. And every layer down makes less money, and it creates a lot of competition to get ahead. Because the only way you get ahead is if somebody fails, gets promoted, or leaves the company, or passes away. So you're battling all these people to get ahead, and it's not always the best environment. What we did is we took that horizontal structure and we flipped it on its side. And what we did is we made a structure that encourages teamwork. Everybody gets to work together. You generate 100% credit for the sales and volume generated in your business. And earning potential is not determined by position. The person down here, if they do a better job, can out-earn the person up to here. And to me, what I call that is fair. And what I mean by fair is this. If you do a better job, you should get paid more. Why wouldn't you get paid more? You know, when I sat down to look at this 19 years ago, one of the first things I asked the person showing it to me, I said, look, do I have the ability to make more than you? Because if I don't want to take a look at it. Because in my opinion, that's a pyramid. Which is funny because that's the structure of traditional corporate America that I was working in at the time. But he said, no, you can make more than me. In fact, I hope you do. And, you know, he went on to earn over $1.5 million with the company, did very well. But it hasn't prevented Lisa and I from going on to earn over $7.5 million with the company. So we've been able to out-earn because we worked hard at it. We did a better job at it. I guess you're listening to it saying, hey, if I do a better job, I want to make more than you do, because that's the person I'm looking for. Like a franchise, this is a system. It's standardized. There's ways of doing it. We have proven management systems. Tomorrow morning, I'll wake up, I'll log into a back office, and I can see everything in our business. And I have the ability to see any orders placed. I have the ability to see any volume generated from business partners, from customers, from anything that happened. And the nice thing is that we didn't have to be able to see it. The company took care of it. We have professional marketing tools like a few of the things I showed you on shop.com, standardized training systems. And I love this because my background was in training, and when I came to the company, one of the things I like to see is that the company requires 3 trainings. There's 3 trainings which are required. One is about 3 hours, one is probably 4 hours, and one is about 5 to 6 hours. You can take them all local. You can take a couple of them online if you want to, although I always suggest if it's available local, you take it live because it's always better to interact and be able to ask questions that way. But what I loved about it was the company stood behind what it said. It said, look, we want to teach you how to do the business right. This isn't just go out and talk to people. We want to give you the correct way to do it, and we're going to provide the training to be able to do that. And we provide it very inexpensively. I think the 3 trainings are $15, $15, and $50. So it's really about you getting trained and learning how to build your business. And then we have branding and increased visibility because the company continues to attract more and more people and increase the exposure that we have. Unlike a franchise, there's no franchise fees or royalties. If anyone's ever looked at starting a franchise, you know how much that can cost. Here, you don't have that. Minimal startup expenses. You know, I started my business in 1997 for $532, and who was introducing me to it, I said, well, why wouldn't everybody who's a customer do this? Because what I got was $650 of product at retail that I got for $532 that I could start my business. I saved, so what is that? I saved $118 just getting started. Today, it costs even less than that for you to start and qualify your business. There's great potential tax advantages with a company like this. And I always tell everybody, you know, you really need to dig in and understand the advantages of having a home-based business and having an internet-based business that can travel with you. There's a great book I love personally. It's called Lower Your Taxes Big Time. It's written by a former IRS attorney named Sandy Bodkin. Botkin, and you can actually go online, buy it at Books A Million, and have the ability to get paid for buying that book through your own website. Or if you're a guest on tonight, when you set up your own website, you can do that and have the tax deduction of learning how to get tax deductions. How smart is that in building a business? There's no large monthly overhead. It costs me, I always tell everybody, right now I'm sitting in my office in my home. So my overhead is what I already had. My overhead is $20 a month to get that back office management system I talked to, or about $5 a week. No territorial restrictions. We can build wherever the company's doing business. We can start at part-time with flexible hours. I loved that I did not have to give up my job to start this business. And so I kept my full-time job. And if you're busy, I was putting in 50 to 70 hours a week. I was traveling Tuesday through Friday, 3 out of 4 weeks a lot of the time. So what I'm telling you is you can fit it in just like I did in the nooks and crannies of what you do. But here's what I realized. If I didn't find a way to fit it in, I was going to work like that forever, and I didn't want to do that. So full-time income, like I always used to say, my job paid my bills, my part-time business built my dreams. And really that's where I looked at it from a business standpoint. And really what that means is there's little risk. Most of us have spent a lot more money than it costs to start this business on things that couldn't pay us or build an ongoing income, I'll tell you that. Time, if you have it, great. If you don't, you probably need to find a way to get it so you can do something to get it back. For me, it was all about reputation. I didn't want to do something unless I was comfortable that other people could succeed doing it, and this business gives you that option. I researched over 40 different companies before I went full-time with the company, and every time I looked at other companies, I became stronger in what I had started here because I had no background in anything like this. And I wanted to make sure I was making a smart and intelligent business decision. And I'll tell you, the more you look at us, the better we look. In fact, I always say the only reason really somebody doesn't get started is they don't fully understand what we do. They haven't looked hard enough, or they don't understand the compensation plan I'm going to share with you, because if they did, you couldn't hold them back from getting started. Because just like it makes sense to convert money you're already spending into a business, our business just makes sense to be able to run on a part-time basis. There's 3 ways to earn income. One way is through earning cash back, which we explained, online. The second way is retail profits from any of our exclusive products. You can earn anywhere from 30 to 50% gross retail profit. And then you can earn residual income. And you can do that by developing and managing 2 teams of unfranchised owners, and you can earn anywhere from $300 to $3,600 per week per business development center. First time I saw that, I got to be real honest with you. I thought to myself, I'm going to earn up to $3,600 per week, part-time, 10 to 15 hours a week. Are you kidding me? I'm working, busting my tail 50, 60, 70 hours a week, and I'm not making that. And I didn't understand it because I didn't understand leverage. And I'll share what I mean by leverage as we continue the presentation, because when you understand leverage, you will fully understand how you can accomplish what I'm talking about. There's 5 steps to build an unfranchised business. I'm going to walk you through each one and give you an overview. You can apply as a sales representative. There's no subscription fee, so it's no cost. But you also don't get a shop.com site. You can buy your products at unfranchised owner cost, and you can even sell them and earn retail profit, but you cannot participate in the compensation plan and earn commissions, and it doesn't provide leverage. The way I am going to recommend, and the way I always talk about, is to become an unfranchised owner. As an unfranchised owner, there's a subscription fee of $129.95, so about $130 to get that business up and running. You do get a shop.com site and much more I'm going to share with you in just a second. You do have the ability to buy your products at unfranchised owner cost and earn that gross retail profit, and you can participate in our management performance compensation plan and earn commissions, which means you can create leverage. And here's what I mean by leverage. Typical person's going to go to work tomorrow. It's Thursday tomorrow, and they're going to work, 8 or 10 hours. Let's say they work 10 hours. If you only get paid on the 10 hours you put in, whether your commission, your salary, your management, you have no leverage. If tomorrow you go to work, you work 10 hours and you get paid on 100 hours or 1,000 hours, then you found a way to create leverage in your life. And people say, well, Jim, it's not like I'm going to work 10 hours and they're going to pay me for 1,000. Well, that's what happens when you own a business, because tomorrow, if you go to work and the owner who owns that business has 10 employees who work 10 hours, they're getting 100 hours of leverage. If they have 100 employees who work 10 hours, of leverage. So you start to understand this is not an unusual concept. It may be unusual to you, but we do the same thing, and we do it by business owner to business owner, and we have the ability to help people give and create leverage. Very, very big as you look at this business. Another big thing, and we mentioned it before, was residual or ongoing income. When you build a business like this, which how I'm sharing it with you, you have the ability to create something. It's actually a willable business. It is an asset. Lisa and I have this in our estate, in our will, for our children. If something would happen to us, it would pass along to them, what we've created over the last 19 years. And I got to tell you, that is a very, very big thing when you consider you want to sleep well at night, know that your family is taken care of by what you've done. And I've always said, I've always had the ability to make money, like many on this webinar right now. You go out, you work, you have the ability to make money. But I was always terrified. If I was one major injury away or one health challenge away from not being able to provide. Well, now I know what I've done will continue to take care of everything that needs to be taken care of, and that gives you an incredible peace of mind. When you start your business, you also receive what we call business development centers, and you get 3 of these. Your name and an ID number goes on this business development center, and now that will track everything you do with the business. And as you take a look, you'll notice there's 3 business development centers you receive. I'm just going to talk about one of them right now, and then I'll come back to the 3 towards the end of the presentation. Your subscription is going to include not only the shop.com site, but a Motive site, an Isotonic site, a TLS Slim site, a global site that can go out to over 150 different countries, a Conquer Entertainment site, a Market America info site, and our back office I talked about earlier. You're also going to receive a career manual when you start and a getting started guide on how do we get started, what do we need to do, first day, first week, first month, first year, an Unfranchised Owner magazine that comes every other month, an audio train series, which is actually an app on your phone that you have the ability to download, and when you download it, probably now it has over 200 different audio training series for free that you can listen to. And then the training and seminar system I talked about before, as well as, and I think this is vital, it's coaching and mentoring by experienced people who are going to help you to succeed. It's not just the person you're with right now or who invited you, it's the team, it's everybody. And I think that's vital that you understand that you've got a whole team and a system behind you, because I know my biggest fear of starting a business was, do I have to do it on my own? And knowing that I have a team and a system behind me is what really gave me that confidence to get up and get this running right away. Step 2 is to create volume. And there's 2 kinds of volume. There's business volume, which is the point total assigned to our exclusive products. There's internet business volume, which is the point total assigned to our partner store products. Business volume is typically anywhere from 75 to 80% of $1. So if you spend $100 on our exclusive products, you're going to receive 75 to 80 business volume points towards commissions. When you take a look at all the ways you spend money right now, and you look at all these categories, all you really have to do is figure out which ones can I convert over to my own business. And here's one of the things I learned. When I started with the company, I was using 3 products as a customer. Well, very quickly I started changing over hair care products, home care products, the cosmetics and skin care products. Anything that could be used by our family, we started converting over. And what I found, every product better than the other, because as a brokerage company, we don't have to keep anything that doesn't perform. If it doesn't perform, we can get rid of it because we're not tied in with all the equipment of the manufacturing. The internet business volume is lower percentages. It's a separate compensation plan, the reason it's a separate compensation plan is because those percentages are typically 2%, 4%, 6%, because those big stores don't offer large margins. But you're already buying there, so why not get paid on it? Why not get paid a second time on what you're doing? And you just take a look at where you're shopping, and now you get paid for it. So how do you create BV and IBV? Well, one way is using your own products and using your own website. That's, I think, pretty simple. First thing you do in your business. Second thing is generating a customer base, teaching them how to use our exclusive products, and teaching them how to save money and generate cash back using our shop.com site. So again, very simple. Then you have auto ship programs for business owners, auto ship programs for customers. And then one-to-one marketing is really sitting down and talking with people about the products, or talking to them about how to save money on the website, how to download Shopping. You can see all the different tools that we have that give you the ability to do that, but really what you're doing is you're developing a customer base. 10 to 15 regular customers, and now you can have much more than that. We've got business partners that have in excess of 500 customers. The technology has made that a possibility, because you can have everything shipped directly from the company to the customer, so you're not handling and having to deal with a lot of products. You get the retail profit, even though it ships from the company, so that's a huge advantage, and you get the business volume. So again, your goal is to develop 10 to 15 though initially, because our products are consumable, and that creates a repeat business. Very, very important, a repeat business. Now, some ongoing business activities. One thing would be setting up an auto ship for yourself right away that typically starts in your third month, a minimum of 50 BV, 10 of the internet business volumes, and the $20 fee for the unfranchised management system. Now, if you add that all up, that probably comes out to about $125, of which $105 of that would be products you're now getting at unfranchised owner cost that you can either use personally or you can retail and make a retail profit with. Now, again, because I was a customer when I started, I picked products that I was using and I saved the money starting my business and actually paid for my unfranchised management system with the profit I would have been spending otherwise buying it at retail. Just made sense. That's the minimum. I always tell people I don't recommend minimums on anything because I don't think anybody wants to earn a minimum income. I think you want to earn a maximum income, but I want to at least give you what the minimums are. We also have a minimum to retail, $200 per quarter to end consumers, meaning people other than ourselves, customers who order our products. You need to do that to be a legitimate company. You have to move products to an end consumer. I think any business owner would tell you that. $200 though, let's talk about that. That's an absolute minimum. In fact, I just, when Lisa got home a little bit earlier today, I told her I got an $800 order today from one of our customers. So 290 days is nothing. That bottle of OPC that I use 2 bottles of every 90 days to help with my allergies retails at $72. So that means as a customer, I was spending about $144 every 3 months on one product, 2 bottles of it. So if you had 2 customers like me using one product, you're doing over $300. We have people who do 10 times that amount, 20 times that amount on a regular basis. But again, 200, and then at the end of a year, you have an annual renewal, and the annual renewal is $99.95, and that allows you to keep everything running and for you to be able to operate your business at full tilt going forward. Step 3 is to qualify your business. You qualify your business with an opening order of products, at least 200 BV of products. And when you qualify it, that allows those banks on that business development center to now be able to add up those points that you're accumulating. So my recommendation is you qualify your business from day one. There's some tremendous advantages to doing that. Now, you could do it by ordering and picking 200 BV of products you just want to pick and choose. That's perfectly fine. The way I usually recommend for people to come in, because it's the best value by far, is one of our Fast Start programs. Those are $399 plus tax. So again, $100 less than what I started with in 1997. But now you get even more product. You get 300 BV a product instead of 200. So you get 300 BV. You get an assortment depending on which Fast Start program you pick. If it's a shop.com one, you get an assortment of our nutritional products along with some of our personal products, all the websites I talked about, everything else in excess of a $500 value for $399. Now, if you have a specialty in cosmetics, you could start with a Motives Fast Start program or a TLS Fast Start program if you have a specialty in weight management or website design, if that's your specialty. Either way, it allows you to get your business up and running, qualified to start accumulating points towards commissions. Step 4 is activating your business, and you activate your business by identifying 2 people that you want to work with. And we always tell people, when people ask us, what kind of people do you look for? Again, I'm going to go back to look for people who want more time or more money, who are willing to work for it. And we look for people who are going to go out and get after it and be coachable while they do that. So again, coachable, willing to work for it, and want more time or money. You identify 2 people. In this case, maybe it's Mark and it's Kate. You have a left and a right side of your business, and you've identified 2 people you're going to work with. Now, I do want to let you know this too. Some people are going to be skeptical or negative when you talk to them. And I don't blame them, because I have to say I was skeptical when I first took a look at this because I just didn't understand it. So be prepared for that. People ask, how did I move so fast in the beginning of the business? Well, one of the things I did is when anybody was skeptical or negative, all I did was ask them to take a look at it, evaluate, just like you are right now. If you're interested, learn more. If you're not, thank you very much for taking a look. You're not going to hurt my feelings one bit. But what I realized, and I'll tell you, was this. It made common sense. It made business sense. And if you took a look at this and you could give it 5, 10, or 15 hours per week, there's almost no way you were not going to make extra money unless you didn't put the time into it. That's really the biggest key, is being able to put a little bit of time and be coachable with this. And we repeat the process. And we work with Mark and we work with Kate. And what happens from here? As we work with Mark and we work with Kate, their business starts to develop. So now you're starting to see that we're trying to help them have the exact same thing that's going on with you happen as well. Well, what happens from here? What happens from here is, as your business is developing, you and your senior partner, as you can see right now, are working together. You identify a team of people that you're working with. Your senior partner is probably doing a lot of work. I always tell people, when you start, you actually become what I call a professional introducer in the beginning. Get people who know how to show this business in front of this business plan, and you just introduce them to the people, and then learn while you're earning. You can actually have your business activated, qualified, and earning while you're still learning it on your own, because you're using your senior partner now. What if you're like I am? What if you know a third person or a fourth person or a fifth person? I knew people. I was just concerned with my time. So if you have a third person might go down below where you see Matt right there. Remember, because everything builds vertically now. Matt, anything Matt produces, any people Matt introduces, all that volume is going to come up, and it's going to go to Chris and to the health professional, Mark, to you, and to your senior partner. Now, what I want you to understand is that gives everybody a financial reason to work together, to help each other. You might identify a fourth person. Maybe identify Erica. Everything Erica does, anybody Erica introduces, that volume comes up, and it gives everybody a financial incentive to work with each other. Now remember, that senior partner you have, they have a left side and they have a right side. So let's say that they identify somebody and they place them below you. In this case, it would be Lisa. Any customers Lisa identifies, any business partners, any volume that comes up, even though your senior partner placed that person below, you get credit on, Matt gets credit on, Chris gets credit on, the health professional, all the way up to the senior partner. So if you understand what's going on here, everybody has two sides to build. I looked at it right away. I said, well, I'm going to get in the way. If this person's serious, I want to get in the way of what they're doing, because together we're going to build a lot faster than one person can do individually. What our system does is it tracks daily to infinity, and there's no levels, there's no percentages. If Ashley here orders 400 business volumes of the product, Travis gets, his health professional gets 400, Mark gets 400, and you get 400. Again, no percentages, 100% credit coming up to you. And the reason that's important is it gives you a financial incentive to work with everybody on your team. The disclaimer here is real simple. It basically says what I'm about to show you, you're not going to receive it if you don't do any work and you don't follow the system. I always say you could get lucky and earn a little money, but you probably won't make a lot. It takes some time, it takes some effort to be able to do it, and it takes following a system we have. So how are the commissions earned? I already mentioned earlier that every day the company searches to infinity. Well, Friday night at midnight, what it does is it look at your business. When you get to 1,200 and 1,200 business volume points on each side of your business, you receive a $300 commission check. So how do you get that? Well, that's an accumulation of all the people in your group producing volume. So it's not just you doing it. It could be the health professional placing a huge order. It could be a makeup artist moving a lot of makeup. Even if you're not involved in the makeup end of it, you get credit on that volume that's generated. So what I love about it is when you look at all those different product categories we have, you don't have to know all It's like being CEO of your own corporation. You can work in the ones you want to. You get the benefit of being able to order at unfranchised pricing from all of them, but you also get the benefit of being able to work with people who have different strengths than you do to build one rock-solid, stable, fast-growing business. Now, those people are also I'm sure shopping online and have customers who shop online. So what happens when you get 1,200 and 1,200 IBV is you get a $300 commission in the IBV as well. Now, what if you don't get there in 1 week? Okay, what if you're at 1,200 and 800? The volume just sits there and it adds up to the next week. In fact, it adds up week after week. Every Friday they look to see if you hit that, cross that mark during a commission. Every month it looks, and it adds up for you 365 days on a rolling calendar. Now, again, I'm going to go back to, I looked at a lot of companies. Why is this so important? Because it allows the part-time person to not get penalized for building on a part-time basis. If you want to move fast, you can move fast, but if you move slow, again, you don't get penalized for taking your time building the business, and I think that's a huge benefit to what we have. When you get another 1,200 and 1,200, you get another $300 commission, either one of those pay plans. So it's just adding up on top of. When you get 1,200 and 1,200 more, you get another $300 commission. Now, if you went from 0 to 3,600 in 1 week in BV, you get 900 for doing that. So it's just how much do you do in 1 week is what adds up to how much you're earning. When you get 1,400 more and 1,400 more, you get a $600 commission from the company. So you went up a little bit in BV, but you doubled your commission. That means you can earn up to 1,500 by going from 0 to 5,000, and you can earn up to 1,500 by going 0 to 5,000 in IBV. What happens now is it resets. Whichever one got there first, that one resets. The other just keeps growing, and it starts over again. Why is this important? Because these people are not your employees. They're looking for their customers. They're generating volume. They're identifying new people, and they're building a business. In fact, you want to build fast? Find somebody better than you on both sides of your business and support and help them and grow together, because really the key is helping your team become successful, and that gives you a weekly potential through BV and IBV of $3,000 per business development center. Now, again, a unique feature to this business, you have the ability, anytime you do over that minimum monthly amount I talked about before. So as an example, when you get an order, you can place that volume down below into your organization. And why would you do that? So why would I place an order of 400 BV into Matt's business that I got maybe from a customer? Because if I give it to Matt, it's going to help him get closer to earning his commissions, and it goes to Chris, the health professional, Mark, and you anyway. So why wouldn't you give it to somebody else? And the same thing occurs when you have your next order. You could actually give that to someone else you personally introduced to the business. So you're able to help other people earn commissions quicker, and that comes back to help you. We also have the ability to earn management bonuses. So every time you get to 5,000 and 5,000 BV, the company does a search down the left side of your business, and it does a search down the right side of your business. If you have one person on the left and one person on the right who also cross that barrier of 5,000 BV on the same week you do, you get a $600 bonus, which means one business has the potential of earning $3,600 per week. So again, to simplify the bonus, here's how it works. If your people are successful, you have a better chance of making money. So with that being said, so does your senior partner, who's going to have every reason to support not only you, but to support your team as well. That also means one of these businesses maxes out at $3,600 per week, or $187,000 per year. Now, if you remember, when I started off, I said you actually start with 3 businesses. So in my case, this would be Jim Winkler number 1, Jim Winkler number 2, Jim Winkler number 3, that have a 9-digit ID number that identify me to them. I've only been focusing on building the one business. But if you understand what happened, let's say I do that for a couple years. I built, maybe have a team of 100 people here and 100 people here that everybody's led to. Well, I can come back and now I can build one new organization. And by building one new organization, I've now doubled my income because I had already built half of two other businesses. I had already built this half and this half while I was building this business. So if you're getting what I'm saying, you basically can build one business, one organization instead of two that you had to do in the beginning and double your money. You build one more and you triple your money. That's up to $10,800 per week in earnings by doing that. And you have the ability to earn even more income. We have what you call a re-entry option. I call it, it's like a franchise option. You have to earn at least $1,500 in the first business. Once you've earned $1,500 in commissions, gotten to $5,000, the company will give you a re-entry option. You do not have to use it right away. It's like a stock option. You could hold it for a decade if you wanted to. But eventually, you could place a fourth business. It has to go vertically down below your own existing team. And again, I always talk about we build vertically. We qualify it with 200 BV, just like we did up here. We identify two new people, and now we work with those people. When you get to 1,200 and 1,200, you get a $300 commission, but all that volume goes to Travis, it goes to the health professional, it comes back to you, and it goes back up here in your top business. So if you understand what I just said, to expand and make more money, you have to go below and support the people who supported you initially, and what you build here solidifies your initial business. I think it's a brilliant compensation plan. Here are the highlights from what I've just shared with you. You get to convert spending into earning with the shopping annuity. You have the ability to earn immediate profit, month-to-month accrual of group volume for 365 days. You get 100% credit for all volume generated, and there's unlimited income potential through additional business development centers, as well as you have the ability to place people down below your organization and place volume down below your organization. Any one of those would be enough to start this business. Two of them would make it a great business. All six of them combined makes this a no-brainer to start a business. What I want you to do now is you took the time to watch this evening, and I really appreciate you spending some time with us. Let the person who invited you to this presentation know where you stand. In fact, I think you'll receive a survey at the end of this. Please answer it if you're a guest. Rank yourself on, in this case, a 1 out of 3. A 1 would be, you know what, I'd like to be a customer. Maybe you want to try some of the exclusive products and register on shop.com. A 2 out of 3 would be book a follow-up. I need to learn more. I want to learn more about how to do this. I need to see it one more time, or maybe I want to try a product first. All those are great answers. A 3 out of 3, a 5 out of 3, a 10 out of 3 means, you know what, I don't get everything, but I get this. This is working. It's been around 24 years. It's only getting better. The person who introduced it to me is going to be building it seriously, and I want to build with them. Let's get started, because I do believe some things you have to do to fully understand, and it's a great way to get your business up and rolling and really get moving fast. And I do want to leave you with this. What if it works? How different will your life be 5 years from now if this works than it would be if it doesn't? Because I sat there and I thought, what if this works? What would really happen? And I'm so glad it did. I know it will for you if you'll take the leap of faith, get started, put the effort into it. I look forward to working with you at some time in the future. Please come up to me, say hello, let me know you've been on one of the webinars and that helped you make a decision. But do me a favor. Call whoever invited you to this tonight. Don't hesitate, and let them know where you stand. Thanks so much for your time this evening. I look forward to meeting you in the future. Enjoy the rest of the night, and have a great weekend as it comes up. Take care, everyone, and look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.